Welcome to Global Insiders Podcast. I am Ryan, the peripatetic one, bringing you information about opportunities relating to jobs, traveling, and any information that can elevate you to your rightful place in this thing called life. You can find more information and how-to methods on globalinsidersgroup.com. That is insiders with an S. And here is today's show.
Hello insiders, how are you? Hope you're all doing well. I have a quick one for you this week, but very informative and interesting because today I will be talking about what happens on the internet every minute. Top 100 on Amazon search. But of course I won't be going through all of it, but I'll be sharing some of it with you, the top 10 definitely. And more Amazon news, what's happening regarding some new technology that Amazon wants to release to the world. Last, YouTube is trying to be the shopping giant on the block. Or not. So, without any more time, let's go straight to it. The internet, as we all know, is basically been with us and it is with us and it's not going anywhere. It is maybe the number one tool to help us these days, and every day it gets more and more important for our lives, especially since this whole quarantine bit. So a lot is happening in terms of data and so forth. In some circles, data is considered to be even more important than oil itself. So it's the new oil, they would say. It is where the money is at. It is the thing that you need to learn how to use and how to control. So, without talking too much around it, I want to get straight into where our time is being spent on the net. So, this is done by Visual Capitalists again, as you know. I mean, I like that platform because they share a lot of information, relevant information that we all can use. And when I looked at the piece that they have about how time is spent on the internet, the thing that stood out most to me is that before quarantine in March 2020, so this year, even though it seems as if we have been in this year a whole decade, only 15% of Americans worked from home. But now, more than 50% do. So you can just imagine how much data is being used daily. Currently, there are 4.5 billion internet users. And of course, this is expected to grow. And there are 7 billion people in the world. So don't be surprised. The problem is that a lot of persons don't have access. And even though a lot of persons are moving to mobile first, still billions who are not on the net. And as I preach in this show, I mean, it just shows that there will be a space for all of us to come up with ideas that can reach your 100,000 people or so. And that is what keeps me going. I know that I can reach at least 100,000 people, and I'm trying to continue to work on that as I move forward. So, things that are driving the world today are cash transfers. So these are like the categories where we find a lot of the usage of data. And cash transfers, for example, your PayPal and so forth, and Venmo. These are the type of things that are really pushing interest right now. E-commerce. So 1 million is spent every minute online with e-commerce. So before, e-commerce was popular, yes, but definitely since March, it has grown tremendously. And of course, Walmart, yes, but Amazon is right there to capture all of that. Collaboration tools such as Zoom. I mean, these of course have grown. I mean, most persons never did a video call before the pandemic, and now it is what most people are using. So Zoom and Skype and all of those are growing rapidly as the time progresses. Okay, so to get into it, we just talked about Zoom, but there are a lot of other things happening on the net. So Zoom, every minute of the day, just about 208,000 participants have meetings there. So they are supporting meetings for over 200,000 people. I mean, that's incredible, Netflix users stream 404,000 hours of video every minute. Isn't that something? Next, DoorDash. This is a service I don't know much about. I mean, they get 555 meal orders every minute. Next, Instagram. Users post 347,000 stories. And in addition to this, Instagram business profile ads see 138,000 clicks in a minute. I mean, these numbers are mind-boggling, and it is crazy to think that they are even going to grow even much further as time progresses. YouTube users upload 500 hours of video. I mean, I've tried to upload some videos to YouTube, especially for this show, but I haven't had much luck with it. So, I don't know about you guys, but I find YouTube to be very slow. And I find Facebook to be very clunky too. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but yes, I find YouTube to be slow, and I find to watch videos it's okay, but to upload videos I find it to be very slow. And for Facebook, I still find it to be clunky, the usage of Facebook. But it's the best market research tool the layman has. So hey. Now, Twitter gained 390 new users every minute. So that's incredible too. And Facebook users share 150,000 messages every minute. Wow, those numbers just sound so ridiculous. LinkedIn users apply for 69,000 jobs. And Spotify adds 28 tracks to its music library. So that is an interesting one. It's a big deal, but it's a bit calmer than all the rest. Amazon ships 6,659 packages every minute. So that is the reason why they are so rich. And WhatsApp users share over 41 million messages. That's right, over 41 million messages. Isn't that something? Wow. And that's what a minute looks like. How about you? What does your minute on the internet look like? Next, Amazon search list. So, as I just said, Amazon ships over 6,000 packages every minute. And of course, those packages must go somewhere. So, it's for the people who are searching. And search result, the Ahrefs blog. And what we find happening here is they break it down into categories and so forth. And when you go deep into it, you realize that the electronics, surprise, right? Electronics category is the top searched category on Amazon. And if you are wondering what the other categories are, you have electronics number 1, then you have home number 2, then you have media number 3, then you have miscellaneous, and you have clothing and food. So you see how far food is down the line. So it's definitely not about survival, as expected, because this is a luxury. So here are the top 20 things search for on Amazon. And we'll start from 10 and head down to 1. So number 10, Alexa. And this is not really a big surprise, because this is where this is a search tool. This is a search tool that or not the search tool, but home device that helps people to find things and to make living at home go a bit smoother in terms of electronics. So Alexa. Number 9, the iPhone. So the iPhone is still doing well. The iPhone is still doing well. And number 8, the tablet. Number 7, the iPad. So that's amazing, you know. That's 2 products right there in the top 10. And remember, this is out of 100. I'll give you number 100 when I wrap up these with the top 10. So number 7, the iPad. I said that, okay. Well, I hope I said number 8, which is the tablet. And then number 6, earpods. And this goes with your iPhone, of course. Number 5, PS4. But guess what? PS5 is coming out, so this is interesting. I mean, you know, gaming market, leisure market, entertainment market is highly represented here. Because at number 4 we have Kindle. Then number 3 we have SSD. And of course that goes with your gaming too. Number 2, a laptop. Well, this is the one that I am more likely to be searching for. I have searched for a laptop. And also I did search for earpods for my phone. So yes, I guess I'm represented here. And number 1, I'm not a part of this crew, but the Nintendo Switch. So that's interesting that the Nintendo Switch gets number 1 for the most searched items on Amazon. Very interesting indeed. So it should be noted that all have over 1 million search monthly. You know, that's really important to note. So these are in high demand, you know, in high demand all over the world. And if you are wondering, number 100, what it is, no, it's not Mickey Mouse. It's Projector. And it has over 100,000 searches, but nowhere near 1 million. So that is how people are searching for things on Amazon. Sticking with Amazon news this week, Amazon is making a play to grab more offline customers, as they are trying to do a biometric play in the market where they are using this technology called Amazon One. This will allow shoppers to pay at stores by placing their palm over a scanning device when they walk in the door and when they check out. The first time the customer registers to use the technology, the customer will have to scan their hand. So it's basically like a fingerprint, but it's a digital. It will be done digitally, right? And what they're saying is that when you do it first, you just have to register once, and then once you do that, it will be you just go into the store, and you can move around, buy things with your physical body. Interesting times indeed. Yes, and their big play is that they will want to sell the technology to other companies. And when I read the next story, you'll understand why Amazon need to make plays like these, because it's getting very hectic for everyone. The competition, we're in a hyper state of capitalism, and everyone, they really have to be out there looking out for themselves and trying to make sure that they stay on top of the game, because the competition is really right there behind them. And the minute they drop off, there is someone there waiting to take over that spot. So, it's very interesting times. Sometimes you wish the system wasn't this chaotic, where people are jobless and people are homeless and all that type of stuff. You wish there was a bit more care, but that's not how it is, and we just have to keep on living within this reality, and as such, it's a reality that is focused on competition over all else. So as I said, you'll see why Amazon is making these space, because Amazon as a store will be disrupted, and I think that is happening as we speak. And as I said, the next story will show that. But what Amazon is doing really well is that they have gone into the cloud, and they are really racking up their credibility in terms of being techies, not just booksellers or sellers of products, but they are techies. And one of the things you can even do to help yourself is learn how to use the Amazon platform, AWS cloud system, and so forth. I'm not going to go into that. I'm more into Google right now. And as I've been saying to you, go and get the Google training. It's free, and all you have to do is just go to the Google Garage, Digital Garage, and sign up for courses, and you'll be in the game. I mean, I'm currently doing a course, and it's pretty fun. So, yes, get in the game, get the qualifications, as I try to preach every week, because that's the only thing that will keep you going in these times. So here's this next story. YouTube is testing a feature that would allow users to directly purchase products they see in videos. YouTube has been asking creators to tag and track the products used in their videos. Google then creates the shopping tools. So the good thing about Google, I have my problems with Google, but there's maybe there are many, but the thing that I like about Google is that they really do a lot of heavy lifting for the system, and that is good. You know, the things that they have created and they allow us to use for free, quote, in air quotes, because of course they say if you're not paying for it, you are the product. And I do believe that. I believe that they're really using our data, as they will continue to use our data. And maybe they'll even use it in a malicious way eventually, but who knows? I'm not just talking Google here, I'm talking the overall system, tech companies and the government and whosoever. But at the same time, even though I think Google should have and could have done a lot more for people and to help people, I still have to say, okay, they are not the worst of the worst. They are still doing something that can help us. So what they're doing now is they're gonna allow you to purchase things online. So what that does automatically, it gives you access to products, and maybe at a discounted price that you'd have to go on, let's say, on Amazon, or maybe you can't even find on the net. Because if they do this, you're talking about individuals being able to put up their products, which is wonderful. And it's definitely a disruptor. So I'm looking forward to see what will happen. But at the same time, this might all change, as there's no word on when YouTube will roll out the feature. But just don't be caught off. If our beloved YouTube looks different in the next couple of months or years, you can say you got a heads up here on Global Insiders podcast. So with that, I will leave it this week, and next week we'll talk a bit about the abuses and so forth, and I'll also let you in on a not so big secret that I've been keeping. But I hope you enjoy the rest of the week, and thanks for tuning in once again. Of course, I'm going to tell you that there are 17,414 jobs on Monster.com. So keep yourself in the game. Keep improving. Keep your mind open. And just keep on rocking on. Thank you.
Thanks for listening today. I hope you are inspired. You can find more helpful and motivational material at globalinsidersgroup.com. That is, insiders with an S. You can also keep in touch at Global Insiders on Instagram. See you next time, but remember, you can be your own superhero. Bye.